This is Denise Cooper, and this is Art Books Life. And I am just sitting here about to read a whole bunch of books. Uh-oh, about to knock y'all down too. Heard something squeaking. Don't want to do it. Anyway, I am, as you can see, in my bed, looking at the monitor because I was reading and doing some research. Actually, let me stop playing. What I was doing, no, I call it research when I'm looking at art documentaries and um, people that I've never heard of. I like to go and search out things that are going to be um, so old, maybe, and hidden, and YouTube has some of everything. So I was looking for old art documentaries and I found one. And it was only about 30 something minutes, and I watched that. So I was enlightened tonight. And that's what I like to do. Every single day, like find something that will make me happy to want to create and inspire me to create and keep me in the loop, basically. And so that's what I do. And I am watching now another one, and I put it on pause because I was like, this is so art book life. This is just what we do on this channel. So, okay, the first one I don't want to back up because then I'll lose my space, but I guess I can find it anyway. Oh, was it on this channel? Anyway, so basically what I'm watching now is Women of West Indies Diaspora. Lily Bernard, a short documentary film. And I'm only like 11 minutes and 5 seconds in, and it's 26 minutes. And the one I watched before this one, I'll go ahead and back up. And she's very interesting. Her whole family, and she's an artist, and it's amazing. It was so juicy, full of color. It was just drop dead gorgeous. And so the one I just backed up to, let me pause it before YouTube gets me. I, I I took the monetization off of the other channel, so I think I'll share this particular video to both since I was too sick to go live on Sunday. So, and let me see what y'all seeing because I don't think I have on any bottoms. Okay, yeah, way up here. Okay, so we good. Anyhow, let me show you the documentary or tell you about it because I'm not really good at linking things below. Because after it's over, it's like, oh, I was supposed to do something. Oh, that little, what was it? Put something in the box. Anyway, it's called Five African American Artists, 1971. So I went way back. That's young, but still, it ain't going back to the 18th century or anything. It's 1971. Okay, full documentary movie is what it says. I'm thinking, oh, an hour or so. It's only 30 something minutes because I like a drawn out presentation of the artiste as well as long videos from myself. And anyway, it's 38 minutes and 2 seconds. And it's on, I'll tell you the channel name. It has like 6,185 views. Let me see how long this video has been on here. And one dislike and 103 likes. So, I liked it. 128 subscribers. It's Mr. Nippy, Nippey. And it was uploaded February 23rd, 2015. So not that long ago, just 2 years. And there's just a few comments on there. And I just like looking at different stuff because then I find other artists in the comments, just like you find other booktubers in the comments. So since this is Art Buzz in Life, and I have it on autoplay, I put in art documentaries full length. I put old art documentaries, so to find some things, and that's what I was doing. But then I was like, okay, this is the last one I'm gonna watch for the night, right? So I figured I would read some of my book selections that I have going on for this month. And it's a continuation because, I'm not going to be mad at myself at the stopping point in November if something carries on and over, just like Labatard and The Brief History of Seven Killings. I'm still reading those this year. Yes, I am. And I think Labatard got me back into the physical books because remember, I just couldn't do the Marlon James, and I was reading it and then stopping and going and listening to a lot of audiobooks. So when I picked up Lavatard again, and I'm 100 pages further along than when I put it down, so I'm good. Now I can sit it down and enjoy some other things. And I read the Joan Didion book, which was real quick, that little book that I got from the book festival in Austin. So I read that. That was really good because I had watched the documentary on that. So, of course, that whole TBR thing, I'll just try to, put just some things around me that I want to read and then pick and choose from those things and not hold myself to a TBR anymore because obviously I fail at that kind of stuff, as most of us do. No, some people are really good at sticking to it. I don't have any stick to itness, but I am going to stick to this one. And this is good. And I've shown you guys a million times. But so I figured I would just do some reading tonight from a whole bunch of books. And this is one of them. And so I went, and the thing is, remember when I went like right in the middle, and I read that I really wanted to read her story. So I'm going to finish up with her. But what I did was I read that night, and then I went back to the front. And then I start, just because there's all these pictures of kids and the mothers, they're missing their babies or whatever. Because I'm like, oh my God, is that the baby or is that them? Or, when they were, I just don't know. There's so many women in here, you guys. And it's really sad. But it's good that he went and talked to them and he humanized these women. And remember, we were talking about the statistics of women being at a higher percentage in America. Women are imprisoned more than men, and it's sad. It's sad both ways around. And talking about prison, good riddance to Charles Manson. Good freaking riddance. I hope that you got all the studies that you could get on that man and his brain and why he committed those murders, but good riddance. God rest your soul. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, this is, yeah, heart-wrenching. Hell and How I Got Here, Brenda Medina. And that's Brenda Medina. So I'll be showing you guys these women throughout this month. Isn't that beautiful? And the girl in the picture, it says born 1975, conviction, homicide, sentenced to 25 years without parole, entered prison 1993, and status incarcerated. So she's still in there. And the first line, it says number 1, my mother's secret. The year I was 6, my older brother David decided to play a prank on 2 of my sisters and me. Mimi was 15 at the time and Jeanette was 12. We 3 shared a bedroom. In the middle of the night, David, excuse me, burst into our room, startling us from our sleep. He was shouting and waving a butcher knife. His face was covered in blood. When our screaming stopped, and we realized that David's blood had come from the ketchup bottle, Jeanette and I began to laugh, but Mimi didn't find it funny. 4 months after, for months after, I was like, 4? For months after, she refused to talk to David and would wake from sleep, screaming, and drenched in sweat. Ours was a full house, 2 parents, 9 kids, 9 years my senior. Mimi had assigned herself the role of caretaker for Jeanette and me. She looked out for our safety. Friday night Monopoly games. I loved Monopoly night with my sisters. Ooh, the Monopoly, my sister used to make me play Monopoly and beat me up if I didn't. And I know Karen, Run Right Reads, has an actual Monopoly tag that she created on her channel. If you have not seen it, go watch it. And it's fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. So I hope to see a lot of people do that. You guys know I'm not good with tags. We play along past our bedtime, sliding the board under the bed and faking sleep whenever we heard footsteps. When the coast was clear again, we returned to the game. The danger of discovery was part of the fun. And it goes on and on and on, right? So this human stories, and it almost reminds me of how, when people always say this could have happened to anybody, committing a murder or getting so mad that you beat your wife and then she kills you, or your wife is abusing you in some way and you kill her, or you go into a store and somebody's committing all kind of crimes and you take out a gun and shoot somebody, and it was always just for your protection, but you couldn't stand for somebody else to be taken advantage of, and you just take it in the heat of the moment, you just fire off and shoot somebody. No, that's not my personal story. It's just, things I was thinking about. So doing maybe at one point, but I didn't. So I'm just saying. But I'm saying he's bringing some humanity into these lives. These women who are incarcerated, and their stories are could just be me and you. It's our stories. You could literally get caught up in the heat of a moment and hurt somebody. I know I have, and have wanted to, and still do to this day. We have our little tendencies. But anyway, I am really enjoying Wally Lamb. And this is, of course, again, the only nonfiction book that I believe he's written. And now I have all his books. Yes, I do. She's Come Undone was the first one, and I let somebody borrow that one way back in Florida. And that's the only one I don't have because I bought it. But I have all the rest of them now. And I'm enjoying this one. So I'll probably end up, the library sells me on all kind of stuff, so I'll probably end up purchasing this. And those of you who are first joining this channel, thank you again to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming in and joining up and talking to us and being a part of this channel. So the next book I'm going to delve into tonight, and just a little bit. I mean, literally maybe see how big the chapters are. Oh, just turned it, and there's chapter 5. So goes up to 76. Oh, the writing is big and huge. This is nice. It's right up my alley. So this is Delicious Food, which I showed you guys from the library haul. And Astonishing, said Dave Eggers. And I have Dave Eggers' book, and it's What the What. He wrote What the What. And A Tour de Force, Jennifer Egan. Never read her books. I don't think I own any of hers. But so I'm going to read a couple of chapters from this tonight, or a few. And I did start this one. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I started this one that I just hauled from our last topic about out of Africa, women writers in Africa that KT came up with. And it's called The Kindness of Enemies. And it's Lila Abuelela, winner of the Kane Prize. So this is going to be interesting. I like it. It's very smooth writing. It's not, too much going on right now, but it's very interesting. I mean, it starts like, I don't know. It's almost like, I don't even know what genre this is, to tell you the truth. But it starts off pretty smooth. Nothing exciting happening. I just think it's going to be a nice literary read. And I'm glad I found her because it's pretty interesting. And of course, you guys know I'm reading The Unit, which I should be finishing up tonight instead of reading other things, but I kind of just wanted to. And that's all I got to say about that. I just saw Dust Bunny. How you doing? Anyway, that's that. And I will see you guys sometime this week because I just feel like it. We'll probably do live on if I'm not with family. I was going to say Friday, but no, I'm not, because I'll be with family on Friday. Going out of town to visit some fam, and then, I don't know. You guys let me know if Saturday's still good. Saturday and Sunday this week, I'll be ready, and we'll discuss our topic on Saturday, which is what? Let me see what it is, because I don't have my glasses on, so